Welcome to this video log on Unveiling Jesus Christ. I'm Jon Cassinat, and today we visit the Valley of the Kings, located in the Wadi or river valley on the west bank of the Nile opposite Luxor, which was anciently known as the city of Thebes. This is a little north of the Valley of the Queens that we saw in my last video log. There's a nice visitor center that includes a video about Howard Carter's 1922 discovery and excavation of the tomb of Tutankhamun, or King Tut, one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. The visitor center also has a pretty cool diorama which shows the location of the most famous tombs in the valley. It's made of plexiglass, and beneath the surface you can see the relative locations of various tombs and how far into the rock they extend. So we're headed off in our little golf cart to see the rock-cut tombs that were excavated and highly decorated for pharaohs and powerful nobles, primarily during the 500-year period from about 1539 to 1075 BC. The valley is known to contain 65 tombs and chambers. They range in size from a simple pit to a tomb with 120 plus chambers in the case of Rameses II. There are some non-royal burials of people who usurped the tombs. It's kind of like crashing a wedding that you've not been invited to in modern times. Only about 20 tombs actually contain the remains of kings. The royal tombs are decorated with traditional scenes from Egyptian mythology. Almost all tombs seem to have been open and robbed in antiquity. The Valley of the Kings is made up of over 1,000 feet of limestone and other sedimentary rock. The rock strata form cliffs interspersed with soft layers of marestone. There are occasional flash floods which dump tons of debris into the open tombs. So here we are at KV8, which is the tomb of Merentpah. And one of the Egyptians took an interest in Jan and actually is taking these photographs of her. I've never seen her so photogenic. I'm a little jealous because when I try and take pictures, she never lets me. But this Egyptian guy was taking all kinds of pictures, and she's even posing for him with a great deal of apparent enthusiasm. We're now moving on to KV11, which is the Tomb of Rameses III, where we have a close encounter of the Imhotep kind. Okay, do your imitation, Jan.
No, Jon, they sing. That's only you. I don't have it.
Torture right here in the tomb. Torture in the
Jon,
tomb.
you have 3 heads now. You have 2. A
wait,
body.
wait, what's going on down there? Hey. There he is, Imhotep.
You two must be brothers.
Despite the obvious dangers from mummies present in the tombs, the valley has been a major focus of modern Egyptological exploration for the last 2 centuries. Only 11 of the tombs have actually been completely recorded. Many tombs have graffiti written by ancient tourists. Over 2,100 Greek and Latin instances of graffiti have been found. The earliest positively dated graffiti dates back to 278 BC. As you may have gathered, a typical tomb in the Valley of the Kings consisted of a long, inclined rock-cut corridor descending through one or more halls to the burial chamber. The majority of royal tombs were decorated with religious texts and images. Some of the early tombs were decorated with scenes from Amduat, or the underworld. Later tombs were decorated according to the Book of Gates, which show the sun god passing through 12 gates that divide the nighttime, which ensures the owner's safe passage through the night. We've been traveling down through the tomb of Rameses VI and have arrived at the burial chamber where his sarcophagus was located. What you're seeing is only a replica. The original has been in the British Museum since 1823. His mummy was actually found in the nearby tomb of Amenhotep II in 1894. They were just hanging out in a little afterlife get-together, I suppose. During our sojourn in the burial chamber of Rameses VI, another helpful Egyptian caretaker took notice of Jan. He first took her camera and was taking up close-ups of the sarcophagus for her, and then he actually let her through the railing, and I got drug along too, so that we could go ahead and do our mummy imitations close to the sarcophagus of Rameses VI. After we got our special treatment, there were a bunch of other people who wanted to do it too. Of course, you got to pay to play when you're in Egypt. That concludes our tour of the Tomb of Rameses VI, as well as our excursion to the Valley of the Kings. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in another video log on Unveiling Jesus Christ.